Okay. So, before we start, so sorry for the last class. We experienced some issues with our Zoom platform, and it affected our class. We had a little session, but we had to end early. So I think I will just go through what we did again and then continue from there. So I think we started from multiple tabs. So this is a tab here. I hope we can see my screen. Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, you
sir,
can.
we can.
Okay. Just a few seconds. Let me. Okay, so this is a tab here. I can type a website, let's say Facebook. Do people still use Facebook? And let's type another one, Discord, right? So we have, this is a tab. This is another tab. So using multiple tabs, I'll mostly be using our Chrome browser, because that's the browser I mostly use. But you can do this on Internet Explorer or Firefox. Those are the three major browsers. Anyone you like is fine. It may be a little bit different, like the interface might be a little bit different, but the functions are still the same, right? So this is a tab here. This is another one. To open a new tab, this is the plus sign here. Just click on it, left click on it, and you have a new tab. You can start typing, right? So let's just open this page, right? So that's how you open different tabs. Now to bookmark a tab, what's a bookmark? If you are going to be using a website often, you don't want to be coming to be typing the website URL, or you have a particular resource that you use often. Maybe it's not the exact URL. Maybe let's see careers, for example, right? I always want to come to this web page. Or there's one that we used the other day, IBM X-Force. Yeah. So this is the IBM X-Force Exchange. It's a cybersecurity site, and then they have they have a report that they give yearly, right? They have a report they give yearly, and maybe you want to assess that report, right? The report is on security based on the previous year. So what attackers are doing, various threats, um, various attack vectors, various threat actors, and just current trends in cybersecurity, right? We'll talk about that once we start the course fully. So you want to bookmark this website. I can see I've already bookmarked it. So let me bookmark something else. Okay, let's bookmark the Curate website. So QurateHQ. I should have not already booked. Okay, I've not bookmarked this. So this is the QurateHQ website. Of course, we will always be coming here to look at our LMS, our learning management system. So that's under login, right? So if I come to login, this is login page. So I want to bookmark this, or let's just even bookmark the main URL, right? I want to bookmark this. To do that, you see this bookmark tab here. Bookmark this tag here, it means bookmark. Can you see? If I hover over it, bookmark this tab. So I click on it, and then it tells me what do I want the bookmark name to be. I can always change the name to be something more suitable to me, like that I can remember. Now for Chrome has different bookmarks. So I can bookmark it as mobile bookmark or on bookmark bar. So if I click bookmark bar here, it means that, let's just close this. It means that the bookmark will be saved here. You can see that I have some bookmarks already saved here. For example, let's see the security AI beta exam, right? I can access it from here, right? I've closed this page. Anyways, this is the bookmark bar. So it will show on your Chrome browser, this top place, right? Also, you can save it as mobile bookmark. So if I come here and then put it as mobile bookmark and save, this is where I can access it, right? If I come down here, you can see it here, right? Saved here already. So this is my mobile bookmark. Okay, so you see it here, saved as mobile bookmark. So these are all my mobile bookmarks. There are quite a lot of them. I don't know why I saved so many. I'll come one day and remove all this. So any device I log in, because I have a Google account, any device I log into, my phone, my laptop, any device at all, once I open Chrome on that device, I can access all my mobile bookmarks, right? From here. I can access all of them from here, right? You can also come here to here and see them here. So these are the mobile on this left-hand side. These are the bookmark, those that are on the bookmark bar here, right? Oh, there was a time I was looking for these items to buy. I don't need all these again. I can remove them. All right, I'll sort this out. So to remove a bookmark, yeah, so let me just remove one of them. So let's remove this. All right, click on it and delete. Right, for the mobile bookmark, let's remove, well, I don't see anyone I want to remove here. But if you want to remove anyone, you can always right click and click delete. Let's remove this. No, I don't want to remove that one. But you can always right click and click delete. Another thing you can do, you can see where I've bookmarked this. When a site is bookmarked, it's marked as it's starred here. The star is blue. But if it is not, you see there's nothing here. This Facebook is not bookmarked. Now, to remove it, I can always come here and do remove. Can remove it. That's another way of removing it. All right. So using multiple tabs, bookmarking and removing bookmarks. The other thing that we saw there is yeah, accessing downloads. So I want to download a file. Which file can I download now? Don't have any file here. Okay, let's see. Let me just randomly download the file. No. So this is Nigerian Data Protection Act 2023. I'll just open it here. Hope it won't take too long. Okay, so this is it. Still loading. Let's see if I can see something smaller to download. Oh, let me find mail. Combat Reader, leave me alone. Where is the download for this? Just opened it. It didn't download it. Okay, yeah, so this is the download sign. So I can download this file from here, right? So I'll just click on it and watch what happens somewhere here. Right. So it's telling me it wants to save. The default download location is the downloads folder. This is it by your right here. I'll show you where it is. So I just hit save and it will download it. You can see it downloading here. And once it's complete, it will tell me it's complete here. And the browser will also show me. So this is a notification that my download is complete. I can open it from here. The browser has also shown me that it's done, it's complete. So to access your downloads, documents you've downloaded, you can come here. This is the menu, and then go to downloads, right? So this will open on your browser. It will open your downloads. So just close this. All right, so this is my downloads, and you can see it here. So I can always click on it to open it. To delete it, you use this. This is to open your file location. But another way you can open your downloads, if you go to your file explorer, so this is my file explorer. You can see downloads here. This is it also here. So if I open this folder here, you can see what we just downloaded here, the Nigerian Data Protection Act of 2023. So you can open it here. It's a PDF file, so your PDF file opener or application would open it. All right. So I'll close that. I'll close this. Why is it? All right. So that's for downloading. Each other thing is there. Do we have any question? Hello?
No, sir.
All right. Now for clearing your browser cache, I'm not going to clear mine, but I'll show you how to do it. So inside Chrome, why am I having two items here? Let's close one. So inside Chrome, go back to your menu here. You can go to settings down here. And then under settings, sorry. System. No, not system. Let me search for this. Yeah, privacy and security, sorry. So you come down here. Can you see delete browsing data, delete history, cookies, cache, and more? So just click on this. And then you can delete any of these you want. So if you delete your browsing history, it closes, it deletes, like it doesn't keep records. It wipes off your browsing history, the records of sites that you've opened recently and all that. Cookies are snippets of applications that websites drop on your system for proper performance and also for some other functionalities and marketing. You can delete it here as well. So by default, it has selected everything. even download history. If I show more, the other items here, autofill, data, and some other things. Now, to delete you can untick anyone you don't want to delete and leave the one you want to delete there. So if I want to delete my cache, I'll just click on it and then delete data, right? And it will delete it, right? You can see I have 212 MB of cache being used. So you can use it to save space as well. You can do that on your phones, mobile phones, and some other things. But one thing with your cached data is that if you wipe it, some websites that you visited before may not function so well and may require you to log in again. All right. But it doesn't break anything or you just lose some information, like not really important information. All right. That's how you clear your cache. Now, for secure login, of course, secure login, you use your username and password. So the first thing I advise, if you're using a Chrome browser, it's good you have a Chrome account. So a Gmail account, you can log in with it. I'm logged in here, right? You can see my email and everything. So it saves your browsing data. You can set it to also save your login data as well. I do that for some sites, but very few of them. I have Curate here. If I want to log in here, this is my username and my password already saved in here. So I can, log in from here. Curate's captcha is it's always very technical for me. I don't know. Which object moves differently here? I
I
think it's
think
this.
it's the first one.
Is
Yes,
this one, right?
yes.
All right. So I'm logging now. So that's logging in. You can also set, once you log in, you can do remember me or whatever. You can also set, if you log into a new website, Chrome would always have a pop-up telling you if you want to save your login details. So it saves it securely somewhere on the system that is encrypted, right? So it helps you for that. Now, moving on, we'll come back to this Curate LMS, but let's just see what's next. Renaming a file, quite easy. I want to rename this file, just right click on it and then go down to rename. Oh, sorry, my mouse is on the last lap of its life. Yeah, so you type the name you want to give it. So the new name, just type it and hit enter. That's all. That's how you rename a file. Something that we did not do here. So let's do something like this. I don't have this on my slide. So if you want to convert to a zipped file, right? A compressed file. So assuming you did your project, it's multiple files that you want to submit. I always advise you should compress it into a zipped file. So what you do, put those multiple files in a folder. I'm sure we all know how to create a folder. So let's just assume this is project 1, right? Put the files you want to submit into that folder. So I have this here. I've copied them and pasted them here. So I'll close this. Now, I'll just right click on this. Do you see send to here and then compressed zip folder? Once you click on it, it's create a zip folder and asks you what you want the name to be. It gives you a default name. If you want to change it, you can always change it, right? So, and then hit enter. So this is the file you submit with. In your own system, it might look different. I have this application called WinRAR for compressed files. So this is the icon for WinRAR. That's why it's like this. So on your own system, the look of this zipped image might be different, right? I have an application called WinRAR. So this is the icon for WinRAR. So you can always right click and extract. Do you see extract to project one or extract here at any time you want to open it, right? But this is what you now upload to submit your project. Okay. So going forward, now for cloud storage, yeah. So we have two cloud storage here, OneDrive and Google Drive. OneDrive is owned by Windows. So if you have a Windows account, a Microsoft account, not Windows account, a Microsoft account, you can log in and use OneDrive. I have a Microsoft account. I have OneDrive on this system. It used to be here. It's not here. Oh, this is it. So this is my OneDrive, right? It's already set. So if I come here, sorry, not this. So I want to go to my file explorer. You can see OneDrive here, personal. Once you click on it, any item you drop here gets saved to your OneDrive, right? So if, for example, I take this file and drop it here, do you see what it's saying? Move to OneDrive. Now, OneDrive is a cloud storage, right? So whatever is in this directory gets stored in the cloud. So even if my system should crash and I get a new system and I log in to my Microsoft account, I will get all these items here on my OneDrive location, right? You can log into it as well. You can log into it as well. So you can do, what's the, I can't really remember the URL for OneDrive. Let's see. Yeah, onedrive.live.com, right? It will ask you for your Microsoft login details. And when you log in, you will still see an interface that shows you all these items here, right? So any item you drop, like this now, it has not been uploaded yet. It has not been synced. I don't know why. It's supposed to be automatic. Your files is not currently syncing. Okay, let me just resume it. It's supposed to be automatic. Oh, it's not signed in. Who signed me out of OneDrive? Okay, now it has signed in and it would upload. Yeah, you can see it's uploading. It has synced now. Everything has uploaded. So this file is now on my OneDrive, right? So it's on the cloud storage. Now for Google Drive, since I have Chrome, I can always access my drive. Now, once you've logged into your Google account, which is this here, right? You can always access your drives. All what you need to do, just go to Google's website, right? My homepage by default is Google, unless you change your homepage. So this is Google's website. And if I come here to this menu items here, you can see it says Google Apps. If I come here to it, Drive, this is Google Drive. So clicking on it would open my Google Drive. And these are the items I've saved on my Google Drive. I use Google Drive more than OneDrive. In the office, I have OneDrive we use because we use Microsoft 365, right? But for my personal use, my private use is Google Drive I use. I think you have up to 15 gig storage space for your Google Drive. The free account, the paid account is far more than that. For OneDrive, it should be 1 gig for the free. For the paid account, you can even get up to 10 terabytes, right? Depending on how much you're paying. You can always increase your cloud storage by paying a subscription, right? If that's what you need. So these items here are on my Google Drive. Hold up. I'll just delete this. I was supposed to share this with someone, but I've already shared it on WhatsApp, right? Yeah, I've already shared it on WhatsApp. I did not know it's still uploaded. What a waste of data. All right, let me just delete it. So this is Google Drive. See it as it's a cloud storage. So anything you store here is done. If I go to my drive, you can create folders here, right? I'll just delete this one. Uh, Move to trash. So when you move to trash, it doesn't delete immediately. It stays in your trash for like 30 days. And then if you don't restore it to finally remove. Now, remember I said you have 15 gig of drive storage, and I've used 9.1 gig. Your Android devices, their backups and everything get stored in Google Drive as well, right? So that's why that's why I'm using a lot of space here. Um, that's it. Recent items. You can always create a new directory. Can you see under OneDrive, my drive, I can create a new folder, give it a name. Maybe we'll call it ThriveAbia. ThriveAbia, and then create. It's working to create it. I can open that directory and then upload files to it, right? So I can always upload files to it. I can put new file upload and then select the file I want to upload and it will be uploaded, right? I won't upload anything here, but you can always upload. And another thing you can do, let's go back to Drive. So you're uploading from your local system to the cloud. I don't know what's in this document. Um, let's see what's in IT stuff. IT stuff will contain some things. It's empty. Is this supposed to be empty? This folder is not supposed to be empty. How come? I delete things from here. Okay, let me go back. I know I have things in Novell. Yeah, so I have some stuff here. So you can always share items with someone. So you see share here. So I can download it to my local system. I can share. So if I do share like this, yeah. So now you can see the access level, right? Only people with access can open this link. This is the default. I can put it in a way that anyone with the link can access it. All right. But if I put people with only with access can open the link, that means I have to put their email addresses here. It's giving me suggestions of people from my contact list on my Google Mail. right? So let's say I want to share this document with this person. I just click on it. It will send the person a mail that I've sent social document and a link to my OneDrive, the document on my OneDrive. Once the person clicks on it, it opens it and it downloads it, right? So I can add a message here that the person will see in the email as it sends. All right. Now, there are different access level. You have viewer, commenter, editor. Viewer, you can only view the content of the document. You can't edit it, right? So it's read only. If it's like an Excel document, that means you can only view it. You can't edit that Excel sheet. Um, Editor means you can edit it, so you can make your own changes in live changes, right? Commenter means you can view it and make comments. You know how to make comments on documents, right? So you can add comments to it, but you can't edit. You can't change the content. All right. So there are different levels. It depends on what you want to do. You set it. I hope we understand what I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
All right. Um, Before we go on, I'm just going to check the attendance. To Oluebube, welcome to the class. It's great to have you here. I know you complained of network challenges before. Thank God everything it's better today. 2, 3, 4. So we're supposed to be 6 here. I have only 4 people. Um, just a few seconds. Let me take the attendance. So sorry. I have Favor, Ugochukwu, and Emmanuel. Treasure is not here today. Why? And then I have Oluebube. Is Oluebube Charity, Abi? And today is 9.
Yes, thank you very much. Olubube Charity.
All right, great. Okay, so okay, so let's move on. Okay, let's move on. We've talked about sharing documents on the cloud. So it's the same thing with OneDrive anyway. Why is this open? So the same way you share documents on, because I have my OneDrive here showing on my Windows system, Microsoft, everything is connected. I can right click on this and then you see the share button is already here. I click on share and the same process. It tells me, oh, it's like I'm not logged on here. Okay, I'm not logged on to my mail. So I can't do this here, but on the live site, it should work. I will try it there. I'm not logged on here. Let's see if I think I should be able to do it here. So let's share. Oh, it's still the same. Loading. Yeah. So this works here. I hope you saw how I did it. I came to my OneDrive here, and then I can see these are my recent documents. Okay. It's better to go to view online, and then it would open it on the browser. But let's say I want to share this particular one. I just go to, it's going to open it on the browser for me. I'm not fully connected to my Microsoft account. Yeah. On, not now. I don't need a passkey yet. Stop harassing me. This is my personal computer. This is not complain. So this is OneDrive online, right? You can see it here, and then I can always open my files here. These you can see the items I had on my OneDrive here. You can see that they are the same here. And then I can always share. Oh, I just clicked on one. Right? So let's say I want to share this document. I will just no, you can come here and click on share, but there's also a share link. A share, you can see it here. You can just click on it direct, share. And you put in the email of the person you want to share with. So let's say the same way it works with Google Drive. I don't know of any email address right now. Let's just assume. Right? So let's assume I want to share with this email, right? Just click on it. This is the access level, right? So I can click to change it. Can you see? Can edit, can view. So anyone you want to use, can view is read only, can edit, you can make edits and view it. And like you can edit the document, right? An extra message you can add here, and you click on send. That's all. You see that it's similar to the way Google Drive is as well. So let's close. Let's just minimize that. All right. What's the next thing? So for local storage, I'm sure we've already done our local storage. So you can always store things locally on your system. I'm having too many things open. You can always create a folder. For example, I have a ThriveAbia folder, and inside my ThriveAbia folder, everything relating to this training is here. I have my class slides and some other things. My attendance is here, my Zoom details. Anything I do relating to ThriveAbia, I will drop it here, right? I have some other curate classes. This is where I drop those ones. This is my company information relating to my company. I drop it here. So that's for, you can always create directories and subdirectories for your stuff. In the first class, we did a class activity where we created our directory for this class. So I expect that we'll organize all our content for this training inside that directory, and everything will be properly organized, right? Where we created our projects directory. Which other directory did we create? Can someone refresh my memory? Which subdirectory did we create?
We have the resources.
We have projects, we have resources here. Was there any other one? Let's see. It's here. Projects,
We have
training materials, documentation, class task, and resources. Right? Those were the directories we created inside our create a structured folder. Okay, so we're supposed to give our folder a name and then create these other folders inside it. All right. So for local storage, I normally store things on my desktop, but it's not so much of a good idea because someone can come at any time and mistakenly delete. For example, someone can come at any time and mistakenly delete this directory, right? So it's better if you store things, you can store in your document. Why am I having this here? Oh, you can store in your documents directory. You can store in your no, not in your downloads. So you can store in your documents directory. It's better in your documents directory, right? To store things like this. We have sorted directories for music. We have for pictures and videos, right? I store on my desktop because this is actually a temporary system. So I know that once I get my other system by tomorrow or next, I will just come to my desktop and copy everything, all the directories here into that one. That's why I just put it here. Normally, I store my things in my documents directory or in my virtual machine. All right. Any questions so far? Okay, so let's move on. So that's for local storage. Anything you store on locally on your system remains on your system. So if I were you, I would store this ThriveAbia directory or whatever it is you called yours, where you created all this. I will move it to my OneDrive, right? I'll move it here so that if anything should happen to your laptop or you're in a remote location, you can always access it. Remember, your OneDrive can be accessed even on your mobile phone, right? In my office, I'm the head of cybersecurity there, so we have everybody has his own personal laptop because we work hybrid 3 times a week in the office, 2 times at home, and sometimes those systems have issues. So we in short, the way we set it up, we use Office 365. So it doesn't just is your desktop. In short, these items, desktop, documents, and downloads that get saved to OneDrive, right? That's our settings automatically. So if anything happens to your system, your files are, you can always log into OneDrive on another person's system or on a backup system and continue your work while we repair yours, or we need to format it or something. You don't lose anything. All right. That's the benefit of OneDrive. All right. Let's move on. Please, if you have any question, just ask. Interrupt me and ask. All right. Now we're going to Google Workspace. So what people don't normally tell you, or what people expect you to come with knowledge already when you get a new job is how to use office applications. All right. How to send mails, make use of Excel, make use of create meetings, virtual meetings, join virtual meetings, even host virtual meetings, right? And then most people don't have this knowledge. Although some organizations, they part of your onboarding, they train you on how to use all these things. Different organizations use different systems. Some use you can use Google Workspace. Some use Microsoft 365, but they are basically doing the same thing. Some use Zoho, right? Zoho is cheaper, but Microsoft has better services. Google also has good services, but it's more expensive than even Microsoft. All right. So we'll start with your Gmail, right? How do you navigate Gmail and all that? So I'll open my Chrome again. Just open a new tab. All right. You can see Gmail here. Once you are logged in into your Chrome browser, you automatically see your Gmail here. And then your other Google apps are here, right? You see all of them. Even the Gemini. Gemini is Google's AI tool. You can always use it at any time, right? So Gmail is here, but the shortcut link is here as well. So this contains all Google's applications that you have access to. So I open Gmail. So this is my email. This is my personal email. This is how it looks. But for official Gmail, there may be some more extra features, and but let's use my personal, right? So this is how it is. You can always click on any item to read the content, and you can always reply, right? This is the reply icon here. Okay. So before we even go there, on your left-hand side, you have compose. So to create a new email, you click on compose. But here you have inbox. This is very important. This is where you see all your messages. And then the ones that are unread are bolder than the ones you've read. All right. Start messages are the ones, it's the same thing as bookmarking. So if you start a message, it's the same thing as bookmarking. All right. So if you open your start messages, these are the messages I've bookmarked. All right. So I would always need this mail, and I don't want to start searching for it all the time. All right. So I just bookmark them. For example, this is my website login details. The backend login. I'm not going to show it also. Right. So that's for your start messages. Your sent items, they are emails you've sent. So you can come here to see them. This is my personal mail, so I hardly send messages here. This is my wife. So, and it's my kids' assignments and practice questions and all that. I just send it to her because she will use her phone to, teach them through it. So I hardly send any mails here. Drafts are mails that you started typing, and then for one reason or the other, you didn't complete it. So it saves it as a draft. So these mails have not been sent. Maybe you want to complete the message and then send it. All right. Cheap rabbit feed formula. Oh. Okay. Now for purchases, it's mostly social media stuff. Also, is where Gmail organizes your emails. So purchases are things you've bought, things you want to buy and all that. I bought power recently, right? From Buy Power. So that's what this is. I hardly buy anything. It's mostly power. Yeah, Buy Power, Buy Power. Oh my God. I didn't make this payment. Oh, voila. Okay, no problem. We have socials. Your social media is here. LinkedIn, Facebook, and all that. I'm not really on social media. I'm only on LinkedIn and WhatsApp. I'm not on any other social media. So it's only my LinkedIn that you see here. Updates. I've never really come to updates before. Let's see what's in updates. It's mostly social media. Forums and promotions. Forums is for discussion forums, so you still see a lot of yeah. So this is GitHub. So discussion forums, things that where you have interactions, online interactions, websites where you have online interactions will be here. Yeah. There's a forum I used to follow then, Stack Overflow. These are mostly from Stack Overflow, from what I'm seeing. But my GitHub account and works I've done on GitHub is giving me updates here. I can see security vulnerabilities. I need to go back and fix these because I did this application like 7 years ago. Okay, promotions will be adverts. Not important. Yeah, not important. Adverts. Right? So those are that. Now you can have other items here. You can create your own. So you can use labels to create your own. I can add a new label here, just with this plus icon, and then give it a name and put it under where you want it to be, right? I think that's all. But the main thing you'll be using will be your inbox, compose, sent items, and then sometimes drafts. For mails you are typing, you've not finished, you see it will be saved. Your drafts are saved automatically. So any mail you start typing and you don't send gets stored in your drafts. Anytime you want to continue, just go back here and then continue. So inbox and sent item and drafts. From working, there are some very important mails you want to start, right? This is it, right? So any starred message will be here. You will still see it in your inbox if you search for it anyway. But you will see it in your starred messages. So it's just for faster way of accessing it. All right. Do we have any question? I'm sure many of us are already use emails. That should not be so much of a problem. So okay. So compose a mail, you hit compose. So just type the name of the person and normally send the mail to only one person. So you can send to multiple individuals, right? If you click here, you can type another name. Let's say Oise at xyz.com, right? So you can send to multiple individuals, right? Another thing you will see here, you see CC and BCC, right? So CC means copy. In a professional organization or a professional environment, you might be sending a mail to someone. Maybe you want to copy the person's boss, right? You feel this mail is also important for the head of the unit to, have as well, to be copied as well. The mail might not require his input or his response. You've already put the person's name you want to send the mail to, but just for professional follow-up and all that, you add the name of the boss. Sometimes too, you are sending a mail to someone, but you want to copy the department which the person is in case that person is not on seat, his colleague in that same department can attend to that mail once he sees it. So we have what we call group mails. So assuming this person, this Joy, is in an organization in the HRO unit, right? We are sending her an email. You may want to copy the HRO unit. So HRO unit may be HRO at xyz.com. We're assuming the name of the company is, okay, let's use our Abia state, right? So it would be HRO at, in this case, okay, I used to work in this organization, Snap. You can see I sent a message to Chidima Ude and I copied HRO. She's actually the head of HRO, but I sent to the whole HRO group. This is for Zenith Bank. I used to work in Zenith Bank too. You see this email. It's actually also an HRO email. So I would have sent a mail to someone and then copied this email. But why am I sending it from a personal mail? Maybe it was when I was leaving the company. All right. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. For me to have sent to shared services. All right. So you can do HRO at abiastates.com. Right? Or let's say what's the commissioner of ICT? Is it commissioner of ICT they call it in Abia State? Who did you guys contact for ThriveAbia? Who is in charge of ThriveAbia in Abia State?
I think it's the Commissioner of Science, Technology, and Innovation.
Yes, Commissioner of Science, Technology, and Innovation. So we can say let's just assume this is the name of the unit, right? Science, technology, and what did you call it? Innovation. Science, technology, and innovation. Is it ministry now or parastatal? So let's just call it. It's ministry, Abby. So let's call it Science, Technology, STIM. Maybe there's an email like this. It's a general email. Both the commissioner and some other personnel in that ministry have access to that mail, right? So this is a group mail. So we're copying this person. Let's change this. What's the commissioner's name? Does anybody know?
That's something Carlo. Something Carlo.
Dr. David Carlo.
Sorry?
Dr. David Carlo.
Okay, so let's assume this is his email, right? So david.kalu at abiastate.com, right? So we're copying this email. Now there's another thing that you can do. You see this option here, blind copy. This BCC. CC means carbon copy. BCC means blind carbon copy. So blind copy. Now blind copy means that I can blind copy someone. Let's blind copy the governor. I hope I'm spelling the name right. Right? What's happening? alexot@abiastate.com. So Blind copy means that if I send this mail to this man, he will see this David Kalu. He will see that I copied this email. Anybody I copy, I carbon copy, he will see it in the mail I sent. That this mail was sent to you, but it was carbon copied to all these people. Right? These people were in copy of the mail. But if I blind copy anybody, he will not know. He won't see it. Only Alex Oti will see that I sent this mail to you, but I copied this person. This mail is to David Kalu. I copied this person and you were also in blind copy. So Alex Oti will receive the mail, but no other person will know that he received that mail. All right? So sometimes you may need to blind copy people just in case. There might be issues and this man is already aware of it. And this other two may not be aware that he's aware. So there are some real cases where you may need to blind copy someone. It's rare anyway, because blind copying sometimes shows that you have something to hide. Like, why are you hiding to copy someone in a mail, right? And sometimes when you blind copy someone, it's like the overall boss, like what I did now. So maybe I'm using style to report this commissioner, right? Or using style to report the whole ministry to the governor. Like, look what is happening in the ministry. Maybe I want to lay a complaint and I want the governor to be aware without these people knowing that the governor is aware of this complaint. All right. So email etiquette. The first thing you want to do, remember, your mails are official. This mail you are sending, if you are sending a mail to Curate, you are sending a mail to ThriveAbia, you are sending to the Commissioner of Science and Technology or the Governor of Abia State, they are official emails, all right? Official emails, you are professional, you are not too familiar with the person, like you are not too friendly with the person, right? You are polite, but not too friendly. So you start with a straightforward greeting. You just start with Dear Kalu, right? If you don't know the person's name, you can put Dear Sir or Dear Ma, right? Why is this saying draft saved? Wait, I think I'm putting this in the subject. Oh, you're supposed to put the subject of the mail. Sorry, this is supposed to be the subject of the mail. Let's say this is a request for a new laptop. Right? That's the subject. Your subject should be straightforward and exactly what the mail is about, right? Because there are some people that receive up to 1,000 mails in a day. They may not have too much time to read the content. Once they see the subject, they know what you're looking for and they can treat it, right? Sometimes also the content should be simple and straightforward. No need to start beating around the bush and typing and typing. Imagine if you are sending this mail to apply for a job and you are sending to the head of a HRO and that person is receiving like 500 or 200 job applicants in a day. You're now writing a very long epistle. It doesn't work that way. So you start with the name, Dear Kalu. Just a little greeting. Hope this mail meets you well, right? And then you go to the point. I wish to request for a new laptop. So you put the serial number and then right? And then now you end it with, most people use best regards, warm regards, right? Or yours faithfully, anyone. But most times you see warm regards or best regards, right? And then you put your name. What's your name? Let's say Nonso. Nonso, surname Oge, right? Simple as that. And then you send. You can see that from time to time, it is already saving the draft automatically, right? So when you are done, you send. You can schedule a send. So if you do this arrow here, maybe you want to send this first thing tomorrow morning. You can schedule it tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. You want to send it during official hours. Remember, that's the right thing to do. You send emails during official hours. It has already given you these three options, but you can also select any particular.
Sorry, sir. I didn't see where you tapped on for scheduling it.
Can you repeat that? You are echoing.
Okay, I said I didn't see where you tapped on for setting it for as a schedule.
Okay, no problem. I'll show you now. So you can always set the time, AM, PM, whatever, and then hit schedule send. So it would save the message, and when it is that time, it will send it. So assuming I want to put 08 30 a.m. and then right. So when it is that time, it will send it. Just hit schedule send. Now, this is where I went to. You see this arrow here? To send it immediately, you hit send. It sends it right now. But to schedule it, you hit this arrow, schedule send, and then you can set tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. or you pick a date and time. Pick the date up here, or you can use this and then pick the time, right? You can also insert signature with this. There's no signature here. We've not set signatures here, so let's go to manage signature. This is manage signature. I can close this to save it as draft. All right. Create a new signature. Give it a name. Let's just call it, it's a signature. Create. And then I'll put this here. I would edit it. No. It's supposed to let me. Why can't I? I want to edit it now. Okay, sorry, it's supposed to be here. My mind was going, this is where it's clickable. So you put your signature. So your email signature it shows after all your emails. You don't have to start putting your name, your title, and all that. So let me create a signature. I have a signature already created somewhere. I can't remember where it is. It's not here. Okay, so let's just do one. So we'll start with your name. This is my own name, Akibi. You put your job title. So we're a cybersecurity specialist here, right? or let's say anything. It could be anything. GROC specialist or GROC analyst. And then the name of the organization, ThriveAbia. Some people may want to put address as well. That's fine. You may want to put your official address here and also your official email or phone number. So I can put phone number, right? This is not my phone number. Some people also put their official email. So Orise at xyz.com. And then their office address. Where is the well, you can put office address here as well, if you want to. So let me see. I will check if I have any signed email. So if I save this, where's the save? When I send a message, I add them. No. So this should save. There should be a save button. Why am I not seeing it? Okay, so I can see save changes here, but wait first. Before I save my changes, let me look at the other items we can do. So you can set your signature here. So for email use, put it like this. On reply or forward use, you want to set it as well, right? And once you set it like this, save changes, it has saved. Now, if I go to my drafts, this is the mail I was typing. Now, it has already saved this as draft. If I hit compose, do you see what? This is a new mail now. Do you see that the signature is already there? So once I put who I'm sending to, I put the subject, I just type what I want to type and then put regards. This is already there. Do you understand? Do you see how you use email signatures? I hope you understand this email signature thing. So subsequently now, any email I send from this mailbox, it will have this signature with it. This is my personal mail, so I have to remove the signature. But for my official mails, I always have an email signature, such that if I send a mail and you want to reply, you can always see my email address. Although if you hit reply, it will go to the email address. Or you want to call me on phone to discuss anything, you see it. You see my office address as well, if I put office address, right? You know who is sending the mail, you know my job title, and you know the office I work, right? The company I work, rather. So let me remove that email signature. I'll just manage my signatures. I'll delete this. So once I delete this email signature, I've deleted the email. Now, your email signature, you may want to use it for official, even for personal messages. I can just put only my name here, right? And maybe one or two other things. So I'll just put no signature here. I'll delete this one. So you can have multiple email signatures. I can create other email signatures, right? This one is called OSSC. I can create a new one from here. I'll just delete this, delete, and save changes. Right? Let's make sure it's clear. Okay, yeah, it is clear. All right, so this is the mail we were typing before. We've seen how to schedule. I'm not sending this mail because this email address is not exist anyway. But if you send a mail, you will be able to see it in your sent items. Now, in your inbox, right, or in your sent items, you can, let's close this back. You can always reply a mail. So I have this mail in my sent. I can reply. Now, when you are replying, there are two options in replying. You have reply all and reply. There's no reply all here because there's only one person that sends the mail, right? But there are two options. You have reply and reply all. Sometimes reply all will have this arrow too with it as the option with it. Let me see if I have a mail from multiple. Okay, so I have this. No. This will not work. I'm looking for a mail I can do a reply all for. Yeah, this guy might have a reply. Yeah, see the option here, reply all. This is how it looks. Now you can see that this mail was sent to me and some other people. It's meeting for instructors, right? So if I hit reply all, it is going to reply all the people this mail was sent to. Not only the person that sent it, but every other person that were copied. And then I can now start typing my reply and hit send. So that's what reply all is for. So if you have a mail that was sent to you and people were copied, when you're replying that mail, you reply all. But if it is only between you and someone else, you hit only reply, right? So if you want to reply to go to only the person that sent the mail, you use just reply. But if you want it to go to everybody, both the person that sent the mail and those that were put in copy, you do reply all. All right. Do we understand that logic?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I've done email signature. Sidebar. This is your sidebar. So
Yeah, please, I
for
have a
example,
question on the last.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, when I set a schedule for my email, like I want it to be sent the following day at any time I set, do I necessarily need to be online for it to be sent at that time?
No. You don't necessarily need to be online. Once you schedule it and hit the and save it or send it, once it gets to that time, those mails will be delivered. The mail will be delivered. So
Okay.
I used to manage a training academy in my office where I used to work, right? We used to train on data protection. And there are some messages we want to send to everybody, like all the students. It takes a long time to put all their names and everything. So we just schedule the send to a particular time. Now, one good thing about scheduling send is that if you have so many people that you're sending the message to, right? The copy, maybe you are sending to like 200 people. If you schedule it, it sends it in tranches. So when is that time? Maybe you want to schedule it for 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Maybe you're sending to 1,000 people. It will first send like 100 by 8 o'clock. By 8:01, it will send maybe like 8:02 to send like 100 like that. So before 8:15, it would have sent everything. So it's easier that way. It doesn't overload the sending process. But that's even for Google. That does not even concern you, right? You don't have to be online. Once you've done it, you've done it. You don't have to be online. All
Okay,
right. So
thank you
this is
very much.
our sidebar. The main thing here is our calendar, right? So this is a Google Calendar. So like I said, once you log into your Chrome or your Chrome or your email, it syncs with all your devices. So both my Android phone is synced. You can see that I had a meeting today by 6 p.m. right? Instructors meeting. This is a reoccurring meeting that it's even the mail I was showing us just now that I was talking about reply all and all that. So it reminds you when it's time for that meeting. And so this is for today, right? This is my personal mail, so I don't have much meetings here, but my office mail, in short, I have a lot of meetings. And the way it works, since it's synced to my Android phone, when it's like 15 minutes to this meeting time, no, it says it first gives me a reminder by 30 minutes. By 15 minutes, it gives me another reminder that, look, you have a meeting in 15 minutes. And then by the time of the meeting, it also lets me know that your meeting is now. So I would always keep track of my meetings. So you can, once, where is that email? This was the email, I think. Yeah. So this was it. Yeah. This was the email. Do you see on your Google Calendar? Once I click yes that I accept this meeting, it automatically saves the entry on my calendar. If it's Teams, the same thing. Microsoft has Teams. Teams is like their chat application, right? The same way. Yeah. Teams is their meeting application rather, not chat, meeting application. The same way Google has Google Meet. Right? So it saves it here. You can also add other items. So it's not automatic. I can add new ones. So I can change the dates. What's the date? Today is Monday, right? So I can change for Tuesday and then create a meeting here. Why is it saying instructors meeting? So just give it a title, let's say class meeting, right? And add guests. So if I'm going to add guests, I just put their email addresses here, set the time for the meeting, right? So I can set this, let's say 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., right? You can set it for recurring. So if you want this meeting to be happening maybe every day or whatever, you put daily, weekly, or whatever, right? But this is a one-off meeting. So I'll put this. And then I've told us about add guests. And once you are done, you hit save. The email addresses you put here automatically will be sent a mail like this. And then once you get the mail in your email, that's those I sent it to. Once they get it, once they hit yes, it gets saved on their calendar. So that's how Google helps you manage your time and your schedule, right? I'll close the Google Calendar. So you can set meetings on the calendar, right? And then you can also sync your meetings. Which other thing can you do? Yeah, you can also create tasks. So for those of us that have a lot of work to do, in the morning you can, write out your task. I don't really use this because instead of me typing out my task, I use post-it notes. I'll just write it on a post-it note and stick it just below my monitor in the office and start ticking it out as I'm achieving all of them. All right. It's faster for me to write than to type. So I don't really use this, but this is a task manager here. You can always create new task and then put deadlines and start removing them as you are completing them. Start taking them complete as you are done. So you can manage your task here as well. Which other item is here? This is my contacts. I think it has linked it with yeah. So these are my contacts here. You can manage your contacts here. I hardly use all these anyway. I hardly use them. As I said, this is my personal mail. But if you are working with officially, you will be using all this. Although I don't use task. Like I said, typing it slows me down. I will just write it on a paper and use it. but it's something that you can use, and then your system actively manages it for you, like manages your time and your schedule for you. All right. Do we have any question on that?
Sir, please, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir, while sending messages across, like you mentioned CC and BCC,
Yeah.
and then the person who is receiving it will not see the BCC.
Mm.
Now, while replying, you are using reply all. The reply all, does it also send to both the CC and BCC?
Yes. Reply all sends to BCC and CC, and you will not even know that you sent it to the BCC too. It's
Is there
blind.
a way we can remove that BCC or something like that?
You can't remove BCC because it's blind to you. You can't even see it. So if I send you a mail and I BCC, let's say Martins, right? You will not even know. You have no idea. When you see the mail like this, right? Which mail can I use now? People don't normally send emails. So I have a Temo account. That's weird. People don't normally send emails. See, it's only Martins that send emails, and he always copies people. He always copies people. I want a direct mail. People don't normally send emails. Let's see. Oh, you can use search here. I never said anything. I forgot to talk about search. You can search for mails here from both individuals or by the subject of the mail or even content. It helps you search. Okay. So I send this mail to this person now, for example. If I blind copy, no, this will not, this will not work. Maybe. Nobody sends me mails. I don't know how to explain this now without an email address that sends me a mail. Okay, let's assume this is a normal email, but this is a generic mail anyway. So let's assume this is a normal mail. This person sends me this mail, this Chi Jin Du. I applied to be a tester for one of the applications. So this person sent me an email, right? If he blind copied someone, if he used BCC, I won't see it here. You can see. I won't see it here. So assuming he blind copied someone, I won't know. So if I use reply all, it will still reply that person. Right? So it's unless that person replies that mail. So maybe the governor that I use in that example decides to respond to that mail. That's when other people will now realize that, this man got this mail. Do you understand? Unless he replies to that mail and replies all, that's when other people will know. But if he replies to only me, if he does only reply instead of reply all, it's only me that will see it. Do you get? So blind copy is you are hiding the person that you blinded in the copy. You are hiding that person from every other person. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
This no reply, how can we set our email messages to be like that? No reply, so that nobody can reply the message.
So for no reply, there's a setting. I don't think you have it in this personal mail though. I know we have it in office mails. You can set an email that you can only send out mails. It can't receive, like the mailbox. You set it in a way that it only sends out mails. It can't receive any mail, right? For personal mails, I don't think you have that setting. I don't think you have that setting for personal mails. Let me see. It's not here. You don't have it. It has to be only corporate mails that you have it. So you can only send out mails from there. You can't reply. The mailbox will not receive. There's a setting at the back end of, I know I see it in Microsoft because I've done a lot of Microsoft admin jobs before. I see it at the back end settings of Microsoft admin. But yeah, there are a lot of features that you don't see on personal mail, especially these free versions. If it's a paid version, you might have that setting there. But for the free, you won't have it. You can see upgrades down here now. If once you start paying, you get some other settings added. Right? But sometimes when they create a mail and add no reply to it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't reply that mail. It just means that if you reply that mail, nobody's checking the inbox. They don't expect you to reply it. You get?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. So I've done everything all in one here. Yeah, we've talked about email etiquette. Your subject should be clear. You should have proper greeting. Your message should be short and direct. You should be polite. Yes, anytime you send a mail, right? There's very bad mail practice. If you are sending a mail, I noticed I even made a mistake here. So if you are sending a mail, always read it before you send. Reread it. There's a place I was going to correct. Yeah, that's here. Right? Always reread it, proofread it for grammatical errors, punctuation errors, and whatever, right? Before you send. Now, what I normally do, who is writing all this? It's not me. Who is doing that? What I normally do, you see this email now, I will read it out. It's like I read it out. I don't read it in my mind. So when I hear it, I will know where it needs correction. So I'll just go through again like this now. Dear Kalu, I wrote gear. So you don't want to send a mail to your state governor with errors in it. It shows sign that you are not composed. It also shows sign that you're not professional when you're sending a mail with errors. Another thing you don't want to do is to send a mail and forget to put the subject, right? It happens a lot, right? You always want to put the subject of the mail. Make sure the subject is brief and straightforward. So, dear Kalu, hope this mail meets you well. I wish to request for a new laptop from ThriveAbia. As the original one given to me, there should be a comma here. As the original one given to me has a faulty motherboard. My current laptop serial number is, and then you put the serial number. Thanks for your anticipated response. Best regards, Nonso Oge. Right? So I've read it. I can now send. All right. Now, another thing too, if you are going to put an attachment, this is what you use to put attachment. So attach files, you click on it, and then you select the files you want to attach. You can attach multiple files. So I can do this. Hold Control on your keyboard and click something else. It will add it as well, right? And then when you are done, hit open. Do you see the attachments? They would upload. And now another thing you should watch out for, if you are sending an email that you need to add an attachment, always remember to add the attachment. Don't forget. It also shows sign of unprofessionalism if you forget to add the attachment, right? So when you read and everything is okay, you can now send. All right. Does that make sense? Remember to copy who you need to copy. Remember the email address. Remember to add the recipient's email address as well. So after proofreading, you can send, right? In a professional environment, after sending a mail, you can recall it. But for your personal mail, that option is not there as well. Remember I said professional mails have, or corporate mails have some features that personal mails don't have. So if you send a mail and then it was sent in error to a wrong person, you can recall it. But it's not too good if you're always recalling mails. I had a new colleague sometime last year. The lady just joins the organization, and we noticed that anytime she sends out a mail, it is always recalled because there's always one or two errors. She was still in training, but we used to use it as a laughing point in the office. Well, although we didn't like take any action against her because she was she was still in training, right? And she was a new staff. So after like she did that thing for about a month and then it stopped. She learned everything, right? So those are the email etiquette. If I think of anyone again, I'll let us know. So polite closing, polite grammar, attachment. Remember your attachments and your links. Adding signature, yeah. So you saw the way we added signature, so you can set your signature to be added like that. Someone messed with our whiteboard. That's what is putting all these red things on my screen. All right. We've talked about Google Drive. Okay. So let's.
So please, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead with your question.
Okay. While attaching documents,
Sorry,
you
when
mentioned,
attaching documents, okay.
yes. Did you say we should hold the control key, hold down the control key?
Yeah, if you are attaching multiple documents. So this is what I meant. Just hold on. Let me open the mail again. So let me delete these attachments I have here. So this is attachments. This is to insert a link, right? So if you want to insert a link, you insert it from here. This is for inserting a photo. But most times it's better just attach the file as a photo as well. So you don't need to start using this, right? This for inserting your signature if you don't set it automatically to insert. All right. This from Drive, insert a file that is on your Google Drive. So this for emoji. Aha! Good email etiquette for professional mails. If you're not sending mail to your friend, please don't put any emoji in any professional mail. You can't be sending mail to your governor and you're putting laughter emoji or crying emoji, right? That's a personal, on a very friendly ground level of things. Professionally, you're not allowed to do that at all. No emoji at all, right? So you hit attach files. Now, normally, you can only click on one file at a time, right? So if you want to attach multiple files, when you click on one, you hold down your control key and click on others. Do you see? I'm selecting multiple files this way. And then when I'm done, I can now click on open and it attach them all at once. If it's only one file, just click on that one and it will attach it. All right.
Thank
Yeah. So I've talked about the emojis, yeah. So emoji is a no-no for professional emails. Now let's go to Google Docs. So Google Docs is an online office applications. Now, I don't mean Microsoft Office, I mean general office applications. So everything that you can do with Microsoft Office, you can do with Google Docs, right? But it is online, so it's live sheets, and you can share it with people as well. So you don't have to worry about losing the documents. So if you see in my, let me just open a new tab for this. go back to our menu here. All right, so you can see in my Google Apps here, you have docs, right? You have slides, you have sheets, right? Docs is for like Microsoft Word files, right? Sheets is for Excel, slides is for PowerPoint. So anyone you want to create. Now, it's an equivalent of Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. You know, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint is for Microsoft. This is for Google, right? So assuming I want to create a Google Doc, I do it here. From which template do we want to use? Let's use a blank document, all right? So this is it. Now, this is online. This is not on my system. So it will be stored online and I would have 2-4 access to it, right? So let's say, right? What just happened? Did I just paste? Okay, I pasted. So I'm going to make this bold. Yeah, it's bold already. So it's similar to Microsoft Word, right? Now I can start adding content. Wait. Why? I'm just typing rubbish, but right. The main thing is like your normal Microsoft Word, type whatever you want to type, but it has a feature here. Do you see share? Right now it's private only to me. I can share this document with okay, let's save the name. I just saved it, right? So I've saved it, I've given it a name and saved it, ThriveAbia research. Now I can now share it. Right? So I want to share it now. I can make it anyone that has this link. So if you give out this link up here in this browser to anybody, the person can access it. I see there's something on the chat. Please, I'm not really able to see the chat. All right. Olu Ebube. Okay. Sorry, I'm just seeing your message now. If you want to ask a question on the chat, I prefer you interrupt me and ask, but that's not what happened. Olu Ebube, you're not asking a question anyway. Because my screen is covering my Zoom, so I may not really see your messages on the chat. All right.
Okay, sir. Sorry, that was when you mentioned my
Yeah, I've seen
name.
it. Thank you.
Okay.
So the same way you share a document on your OneDrive, on your Google Drive, you can also share the sheets, right? So let's say I share it with this person, and then I give them editor rights, right? By default is editor, but you can also share as viewer. Viewer cannot edit, you can only read it, you can only view it, right? And let's say I share with this person as well, right? And I hit send. Okay, can anybody share me his Google account here? Let's make this more interactive instead of sharing with people that we don't know. Just drop it on the chat. Now you can drop on the chat your Gmail. Emmanuel. Okay. Favor has shared this. Someone else. Okay, thanks. Thanks. I'll just copy these and use them. So, using this Zoom is quite difficult. So we have for Emmanuel, so I'll share with Emmanuel and also with Favor. Where is the Zoom? So anybody you put here, right? I've given them a detour. I'll just add a message. You can leave here blank if you want to, right? There's a generic message Google will send. But you can add extra messages here. Maybe the work you've done so far on the document, you can just put it here for them to know. Just say, what's it called? Just a little update, right? So let me copy this link just in case. Once you click on this, it copies the link. And then send. Why is it saying untitled document? The document is titled no. All right. If I come here, can you see shared with 2 people? Now, Emmanuel and Favor, if you check your email, your Gmail, you will see that you've received a mail from me saying requesting to share the document with you.
Yes, I've received it.
All right. So you can open this document and start updating or doing anything you like with it. Now, the good thing about this, we can, where is the document? Okay. We can work as a team on the same document, right? I should have used an Excel sheet, right? We can work as a team on the same document and Google is saving it automatically as you are working on it. You don't need to save, you don't need to do anything. Automatically it's saving it. It's storing it. This is stored somewhere on my Google Drive, but you have access to it. Those I gave access to, they have access to it, right? And then you can also insert things. I saw something about inserting tables and charts, font type, proper spacing, use bullet. These are normal typing stuff now. If we want to learn that now, it may take some time. Well, let's see. All right, so this is bold, right? So you can just highlight anything and click on B, this to make it bold. This is to make it in italics. This is to underline it, right? So let's remove what we did. This is your font size. You can always click to increase it. It's doing for only the one I selected, right? And then you can set it manually too. So I can do 20 and hit enter and it takes it to 20. So this is to increase, this to reduce. This is the kind of font. All right. So your font, I'm mixing up classes. Your font is the kind of text. You can see this, the way they look. That's how the text will show, right? So let's change this font to Lobster, for example. Do you see it? Right? This is your text color, so you can change the color of the text, right? So any color you want. Which other thing? Text style, you can use title depending on the style you want. You see, it's already showing the way it will be, right? So if I change this to title, sorry. All right, so it's affecting the whole thing. Normally on Word, it should affect only this item I highlighted. All right. Zoom is to increase the size, the viewable area. So you can zoom in and zoom out, right? Which other thing? Okay, so we can insert things here too. So let's insert a table. So insert, you can see table here. This is 1 by 1 table. So let's insert a 3 by 6 table. And this is your table, right? So you can always put contents inside and do what you need to do. Ctrl Z is to undo. So I just undo that. I'm sure we remember all our shortcuts, right? You can also insert an image, right? So I can upload from the computer. I can also upload from my OneDrive. Google Drive. You can insert a chart as well. So we have bar chart, line chart, pie charts. Let's hit pie charts. This is a pie chart, and then we can now put the content of the chart. So I would do undo for this as well. Ctrl Z. Which other thing can we do? So here is our alignment. So if I do this, by default is aligned to the left. So I can do center alignment. Oh. Someone is working on this thing as I'm working on it. Wonsu. Okay. No wahala, go ahead. Because I was just confused that why is this thing deleting what I'm not yet deleting. That's the whole idea of, having collaboration. So we can put you in a group and you want to work on a document together. This is how you do it. The last place I worked on a team reviewing a document, a policy document, internal policies for the organization. So this was how we worked on it, right? Everybody worked on the same document at the same time, and everybody had his own input. And then when we're done, we had a session to just review everything, and that was it, right? In short, it was not only once we did that, it was something we're doing consistently. All right. What was I gonna do? So, okay, I was talking about alignment. So by default is left. You can do center, you can do right, and then you can justify, right? Let's put it back in left. This is line spacing. So if we have more than, let's say, we have more than one line, right? If I just select it and I do my line spacing, this is the default. I can increase it, right? I can do double line spacing. This is the default, and then single line spacing, right? You use line spacing for certain kind of documents, right? I'm not so much into writing and editing. I'm a more hands-on kind of person, but for lawyers and those that write publications, they know when to use line spacing and how to use it. All right. Then this is for your checklists, right? This is for bullet lists. So if you want to put, there are different types, so you can select the one you want. If you want to use star, there are different types actually. Anyone you want to use. Oh, sorry, I'm using the wrong one here. Anyone you want to use is fine. Right? There are different types. This is numbered list. So if you want to use number ABC and all that, this is it. Which other thing? At any time, undo Ctrl Z. I prefer using keyboard shortcuts. Redo is Ctrl Y. You can print the page using this. right? Which other thing? Just run through everything now. Okay. Now, where is it? So remember, we're working in collaboration with who are the people we shared this with? Who are the people we shared this with?
Favor and Bright.
Yeah, Favor and Bright. So we're working with Favor and Bright, and you can also drop comments. So let's say I want to put a comment on this first line, just tick there and then hit my comments and add comments. Do you see? I can put my comment here. So for example, I want Favor to do something. I'll just put it there. Favor, please. And I hit enter. And sorry, not I hit enter. You click comments, right? Now the comments will show outside the workable space, but it marks it. So once you click on it, you'll see it highlights it, right? And then any other person can reply and tag me as well. If you use that @ sign, it will tag me. If you want to reply for general reply, just put your comments, that's all, right? So you use comments to keep track and also to interact with each other outside the document. Which other thing? Okay, we shared permissions, we've done document collaboration, comments and feedback. I think that's all. Google Calendar, we showed us how to use Google Calendar for appointments, for events and tasks. Hold on. So for a class exercise, can we do this? Our time is up already. What I want us to do, you know what? Yeah, this makes sense now. How many of us are here? I saw some people joined later on. Why did you join late? Treasure, what happened? Even Ugochukwu is no more here. Treasure, what happened? You joined late. Can you hear me, Treasure? I think Treasure just joined. He's not. If you are speaking, we can't hear you. Or did you just join so that we think you joined the class without participating? You lose points for joining late, too. All right. So let's do this. So let's do this class exercise, but we'll do it like an assignment. I want us to even do it as our first week project because we did not really have a proper project last week, right? So this is great. So I'm going to drop my email on the Discord, right? I'm going to drop my email on the Discord, and I want you guys to do this exercise as your project. What else do I need to drop? Yeah, so it's my email you need for this. I'll drop it on the Discord now. Check the resource channel. You should see my email there right now. Coming. Let me just this Discord away. So I've dropped my email there, right? I'm sure we have the module one documents on the Discord as well. It's on the resources. Yeah, this is it here. Right? So go to your resources folder, resources channel on the Discord. You see the PowerPoint slides there, and then my email is there as well. We'll go through module 2 in the next class. All right, so let me quickly round up. So we'll do this exercise as part of our project for last week, and then this other project as well. Now, this is a group project, and I'm going to put us in groups for this, right? So using Google Docs and Teacher AI, collaborate with your classmates in writing a well-structured report based on. All right, so I'm going to put us in groups for this. But before then, let me talk about the LMS platform. All right. I don't know how I'm going to talk about the LMS platform because my view here is instructor view, not student view, right? But if you log into your LMS, you see something like this. On the left-hand side, you have your menu items. You also have menu items up here as well. This is my instructor dashboard. So you should be able to see your quiz and also your assignments, right? So yes, I'm seeing this because my own is a reporting, like when you submit, I get it here. But here you will see your own quiz. As a student, you see your own quiz. And then your assignment is your project. You see it here as well.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, I've not joined the LMS platform. I don't know how to join it.
you don't have access to the LMS.
Yes.
You need to contact Martins for that. Martins,
Okay.
wait, I don't understand. Is there any other person that doesn't have access to the LMS?
I do not have to. That's
Okay.
Olebube.
Olebube and who? Who talked first?
Favor.
Favor. Oh,
Yes, sir.
I thought Favor was a guy.
No.
Sorry. Okay. So please contact Martins. I'll also follow up with him after this class. I pray I remember. Just hold on. Let me set a reminder.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I'll contact him after this class, and please do well to reach out to him as well. Martins is the one that can add you on the LMS. I know, hello everybody. You also had issues with the WhatsApp. Have you been added on the WhatsApp now? Because he responded to me and was asking, is it the Discord or WhatsApp? And I said WhatsApp.
I've not been added yet.
Okay, so I'll just add
But
that
I'm
again to
actually
do a
starting
follow.
off right here. That I'm waiting.
All right. So Martins will create you guys on the LMS. Your view of the LMS will be very different from mine, right? As an instructor, I see your projects when you submit, and I have different classes taking, like different cohorts, different bootcamps. That's why I have different submissions here. So yours would be probably only one, the one that that is due, that you've not done. And then once you are done, you hit submit, it gets submit, it comes to me. That's when I'll see it here on my own place. All right. So you should be able to see your dashboard, see your courses, and then your pending project. So any project that you've not done, you see it on your LMS, right? And then once you do it, remember, once you do it, submit. You can submit. You can do it on a Google Doc, right? For those that you can do there on a Google Worksheet, either Doc or what's the name of the other one? Slides or what's the name of the other one? Sheet. So doc, slide, or sheet. So like Excel, PowerPoint, Word, right? And then just send me the link as your submission, or you do it on a file and upload it, or you do, if you are submitting multiple files, you compress them as a zip folder or as a zip file rather, and then submit it, right? So anyone works. Once you submit, I will get it, I can grade it and give you my feedback as well. All right. So you are meant to do all the projects. That's just the main thing about the what's it called? Oh, I have two. I have two projects that I've not graded. Okay, after this class, I'll do that. Now there's also teacher. Forgetting where teacher is. Let's see. So teacher is our in-house AI tool, right? Yeah. So under my account, you will see teacher AI, right? So you can click on teacher and start using it here. All right. So it's our AI tool. Teacher makes things very simple. So it's different from other AIs in the sense that it explains in a simpler form, and also using scenarios that you can relate to. So for example, if I ask teacher what is cybersecurity, you can ask it anything, not only things related to your coursework. So I expect you to use teacher a lot here, right? And then let's look at the explanation. Hello, I'm Teacher, your 24/7 AI companion at QurateHQ. Teacher was designed in-house by the Curate team, right? So you will not see it outside Curate. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting internet-connected systems, including hardware, software, and data from cyber attacks. It involves implementing measures to prevent unauthorized access, data breaches, and damages to information and systems. Now, it goes further to explain it. Think of cybersecurity as securing your home from burglars. You install locks on doors and windows, set up alarms, and maybe even have security cameras to protect your valuable belongings. Similarly, in the digital world, cybersecurity involves using firewalls, encryptions, antivirus softwares, and other tools to safeguard your digital assets from cyber criminals. Right? Easy, straightforward. Another way to look at cybersecurity is to think of it as wearing a seatbelt while driving. The seatbelt acts as a protective measure to reduce the risk of injury in case of an accident. In the same manner, cybersecurity measures acts of safety. Cybersecurity measures act as a safety net to minimize the impact of potential cyber threats on your devices and data. Just like how you wouldn't drive without a seatbelt, it is essential to stay vigilant and practice good cybersecurity habits to protect yourself online. All right. So you can ask teacher anything the same way you use other AI tools and it will respond. All right. So at any time you can log into your LMS and use teacher to get solutions. Now you can, if the answer is not straightforward, you can still say explain further in simpler terms. All right. You can see what it's saying. When you're online, there's cyber criminals who try to break into your digital house to steal your personal information, financial details, or even cause harm to your device. Cybersecurity is all about putting up virtual barriers like firewalls and antivirus software to keep these cyber criminals out of your information safe. It's like when you have a secret diary where you write down all your thoughts and feelings. You wouldn't want someone to sneak in and read it without permission, right? Cybersecurity helps to make sure that only you have access to your digital diary, just like keeping your private information secure from prying eyes online. Just like how you lock your bike before leaving it unattended, you need to secure your devices and online accounts with strong passwords, two-factor authentication, and by being cautious about clicking on suspicious links or sharing personal information by practicing good cybersecurity habits. You can protect yourself and your digital house from potential online threats. All right, so that's teacher. You can ask it virtually anything, not only what is related to your course or anything at all. It's like every other AI. All right. So that's for teacher. All right. Do we have any question?
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so sorry that you used your own account to explain this to us, and I've just checked. I didn't understand how to submit projects and all those things that you mentioned. I don't know.
Yeah,
Is there?
that's the problem now. Can you log into your own?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are logged in. All right, share your screen.
Okay.
Share your screen, let me see. To be honest with you, I've never seen the dashboard of students because I've never had one.
Yeah, I'm trying to share screen. So this I've clicked on share. I'm showing them Zoom
Do you
doc
see screen there?
screen. Yes.
Yeah, so click on that one.
Okay. Is my screen sharing? Can you see it? Display over other apps.
Yes, display. Wait, are you using your phone?
Yes, sir.
Should be difficult. Oh yeah, display, let's see.
Okay. It's not. It's still saying the
It's
same
not
thing.
displaying. I noticed that sometimes sharing screen from phone is always very hard.
Let's, let me see if I can log in. I was using my phone so I can conserve data.
Don't you have the Zoom app on your laptop?
I have. I'm joining. I'm joining with my laptop.
It's the same data now.
Meeting is being recorded.
Okay. Yes, screen.
Okay, so we can see your screen now. So go to the Curate. I thought you were logged in before. Okay, it was on your phone. So the name, yeah, the spelling is wrong. All right, go to, oh, this is very different. Go to my account. Okay. My dashboard. I hope it won't show the same thing. But you can see teacher AI there. Can you minimize this zoom? No, if you close that, it will close. Oh.
I'm looking for the bot. Where
Yeah.
to this?
Okay. So you can see teacher AI there, right? That's for the teacher. But let's see my dashboard. Have you clicked on my dashboard?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And nothing happened.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Click on my courses. Scroll down, let me see. Okay, hold on. So click on cybersecurity. Scroll down. Have you scrolled down? All right, hold on. So course lessons. So you don't have, there's no project yet. This is the main project. So for this, what's it called now? Forgotten the name I'm supposed to call this. Yeah, for this digital literacy, I don't know, we didn't add this to our, because it's not kind of part of the cybersecurity course. So this project, maybe we'll just, you will submit it on the Discord to me. right? But I will discuss with Uche. Let's see how we can submit it here. The projects here, they are for the core cybersecurity course. So starting with essentials, security essentials, and you can see all of them here. But we don't have for digital literacy. Hmm. We don't have for digital literacy. Okay, so let's submit on. Okay, you have my email. But send it. Ah, I don't know if we can send me a. Okay, send it to me via email. Right? Send me your reply via email.
Okay, sir.
I would have said we should send it to me on Discord, but I know some of us are not yet so familiar with the Discord, where you can send me a personal message. All right. So you can stop sharing. Share that's all. Is there any other?
Yeah, that's
Okay, so you can stop sharing.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the submission. Is there a deadline for the submission?
So this project was supposed to be for last week. You have this week to submit it. So before, latest by Saturday, 5 p.m. Saturday, right? I'm adding our class work, class activity to the project. So hold on, let me share my screen. So I'm expecting two deliverables from us. So that's the LMS. So for the group project, I'm going to group us now, and we should reach out to each other. Probably use the Discord or the WhatsApp group. So we have two. We have. So this is the project. So you are going to use Google Docs and Teacher AI from your. You have access to Teacher on your LMS. So you're going to collaborate with your teammates and write a report based on this. So I'll give a group. I'm going to group us into two. One group will do community health reports, and the other group will do youth voice. So the community health report is you're writing about sanitation and market hygiene in busy marketplaces. So use the Abia State community, use ABA as your case study, right? We're instructed that you should use ABA as your case study. For the youth voice, you're using ABA as well. All right. So for the community health reports, you are going to write about conditions in busy marketplaces. Which market is in ABA? The main market in Aba, what's the name?
area international market.
Area market. I thought as much, but I was scared. Let me not mention a market somewhere else. Right. So we are going to use that one. Talking about deterring waste management, vendor behavior, and public health implications. Yeah, including photos and community reactions. Now, you might be wondering why we're making you write a report. In cybersecurity, we write a lot of reports. There are a lot of things that happens in the workplace in cybersecurity where you have to give a report. You give reports when you want if you're going to get a vendor for a cybersecurity solution, it's your job to do a research based on budget, based on product, based on functionalities, and give a report to management. And then based on your report, management will make a decision, right? You also give reports when you run penetration testing exercise. You give reports when you do audit exercises. You give reports when you have an incident. You are doing incident response. You give reporting. You practically give reporting. You write reports in everything. So we have to start building up our report writing skills. I'm not saying we don't have report writing skills, but of course, every skill you have in life can always be improved. So we have to improve it. And then also in cybersecurity, there's a lot of collaboration. So you don't work in a silo. You work with other units. You work with other team members in the cybersecurity unit. So you may be even working with lawyers. I've been exposed to working with lawyers in cybersecurity because we have cybersecurity laws, we have data protection laws, and then sometimes you need lawyers to interpret these laws. Sometimes the lawyers need you for the implementation of those laws, the technical implementations that they have no idea about. I had a lawyer that we're talking about encryption. He had to meet me to explain everything about the encryption for him, how it works, what it's about, and all that, because he had a client that he needed to represent, and they needed to talk about all these things that they use in securing the environment. So encryption, firewalls, IPS, IDS. I had to put him through everything, and then he was asking me questions as if I was the one that he was going to be drilling in the court. But it was fun anyway, and of course, it wasn't a free service. They paid my organization for that consultation. All right. So for the youth voice, cybercrime awareness in Abia State. So you document cybercrime patterns affecting youth and internet users, the type of scams that are in place, educational gaps, and also preventive steps. So your research must be in Abia. For the community health reports, let's broaden this. So let's not use only one market, but main focus should be on the major market, the area market, but let's not use only one market. Since this other one is general cybercrime in the whole of Abia State, of course, it will be more rampant in certain areas, maybe the town areas, Aba, Umuahia. Sorry, I can't pronounce that, the state capital of Abia right from time. Sorry if I keep on messing the pronunciation, but forgive me, right? So let's write a comprehensive report. I would expect us to do collaboration on Google Docs. I think, yeah, so it has already stated that, right? We know how to create a Google, one person will create it and others would, and it would add others. So I expect us to share our emails and all that. So collaboration is here. You start with the collaboration in the, you can use the WhatsApp group. You can use the Discord group, anyone you want to use. So I'm going to group us now based on those that were in class today, and so far those that I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, the 6 of us were here today. I noticed Chukudi. Is it Chukudi? Was that the name just now? So I'm going to do something right now. We are 7 here right now. Someone has left again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone has left. Who has left? Emmanuel, Favor, Ugochukwu. Ugochukwu is not here. All right. So what I will do, I will randomly put us in breakout rooms. That automatically means that's your group, right? So let me do that. just a few seconds. I'm working on the breakout room. So we have 2 rooms. Room 2. So any room you find yourself in, you'd collaborate with those in that room. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so can we all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm going to put us in a room, and I'm going to go into each room one at a time. But if you're in that room, just look at the room name, right? That is your team. That's what you're writing on. One room is called market, the other one is cybercrime. So if you're in the room of market, your research will be on what's it called? That has to do with sanitation in the market. If you're in the room of cybercrime, your research will be on about cybercrime in Abia State. All right. So once in the next 5 seconds, you'll be pushed into your breakout room and you get to meet those that you are gonna be writing with. It's supposed to be 3 in each room, but one person is not here, so one room has 2 people. Hit join to join the room that you've been put into. Favor, go into your room, please. Favor, can you hear me? Hello, Favor. Favor.
Can you hear me, sir? Excuse me, sir.
Favor. Hello, Favor.
Yes, sir.
I said join the breakout room I put you in.
How do I join it?
Do you have any message on your screen that says join room?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm going to add you to the room now.
Okay.
Do you see the message now? Have you joined? Favor, have you joined the room now? All right. I see Treasure and Elu Ebube. They are still in the breakout room. They will be coming out in the next 1 second. All right. They should all be here. So we have Bright Oluebube and Ugochukwu in the same room, right? I need to check this again. Bright, Oluebube, and Ugochukwu. Please reach out to Ugochukwu. I don't know why he left Eddie. And then Favor, Treasure, and Chukudi are in one room. Please reach out to Chukudi as well. Right? Let me just drop this on the message. They're in the same group, rather. So what's the topic for Favor, Treasure, and Chukudi? What's your topic? Guys, answer me now. Can you not hear me? Hello?
I can hear you, sir, but I was not in the breakout room, so I don't know the group.
Okay, so Oluebube and who was the other person in the group?
Treasure. Okay, Bright.
Oluebube and Bright. What's the name of your topic?
It's about cyber crime in Abia State, Naba.
Okay. So your teammates is Bright, Oluebube, and who? Was it
Ugochukwu.
Was it Ugochukwu?
Yes, sir. You told us Ugochukwu.
I'm mixing
Yes,
things up.
I mentioned Ogochukwu.
And Ugochukwu? Okay.
Yes.
Give me a few seconds. I'm updating this on the Discord as we're talking. So Ugochukwu is Irondi Ugochukwu. All right. So I have it on under the resources. You guys have my email. I'm expecting your documents. All right. Do we have any questions before we go? Sorry, we went way ahead of time because we did not really do anything on for our Friday's class. So I just tried to make up for it. It only happened again.
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, the first class exercise, the second to the last question, it says create an email label to arrange all emails sent by QurateHQ.
Hmm.
I don't know, we didn't. we did, unless we were to research on it, but we didn't do anything about like how to arrange emails.
Okay, so you can research on it. I'll prefer you research on it, but let me show you something. I'll just share my screen now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, just a few secs. All right, where's my email? Okay, so you see down here, do you see label? You can put plus here, and then you have, you can create one called Curate, right? Next under, you can put it, do you see personal here? So let's put it, maybe let's put it under personal, and then hit enter. We've created it. So, oh, we don't want to nest it under personal. Let me just delete it. Let me remove it. All right, so I'll create one and call it curate. I'm not going to nest it, so it's on its own, right? So I can come here and you can now from here change the color if you want to. And I don't want to show you everything complete, so research the rest, right? You can research the rest. But what your label does is that any message from Curate it will have this color. You see, this is a label, right? So it would have this color by it. So you know automatically a message coming from QurateHQ. All right. So the rest is very easy for you to do a research on. Ask teacher. Teacher is your personal instructor. All
Okay,
right. Does
thank
that
you,
make
sir.
sense? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Is there any other question? Remember your topics here. Any other question? Okay. If we have no more question, I'm guessing we can end here. Anybody that doesn't have a group, please reach out to me on the Discord or on the WhatsApp, and we'll sort it out. All right. Let's have a nice night. Bye.
Bye.
Night.